Pot bunker. Massive marijuana farm is discovered in underground vault north of Lancaster. And those of you that don't know where Lancaster is, it's in the high desert, just northeast of LA. There's not a whole lot out there. The only reason I know about it is because I was in the USP, the United States Penitentiary at Victorville, which is just east of there. And it's desert. There's nothing out there. So for these guys to build this bunker underneath the desert, I'm in awe right now. So we'll check it out. Let's see what they had. So 3 men were arrested and more than 6,000 marijuana plants seized from a massive underground bunker north of Lancaster, and what authorities Friday said was the largest such operation ever uncovered in the country. Literally uncovered. And I do not doubt that this underground bunker was the largest ever uncovered in the country. This thing looked like it could have been a small city. Anyway, authorities estimate that the high desert site discovered Thursday produced an estimated 24,000 marijuana plants a year that, when harvested, could bring an estimated 75 million to 150 million a year on the street. We all know about law enforcement numbers. I won't go into, the accuracy of any of those. I will say that you can grow a lot of weed in 7,000 square feet. So there was a lot of weed being produced at that time. Sheriff's deputies and federal drug enforcement agents unexpectedly stumbled onto the 7,000 square foot bunker, complete with diesel-powered lights and ventilation, while searching a nearby house. Ouch. Come on, man. It couldn't have happened like that. Investigators said that they went to the house after finding a $800 utility bill, indicating excessive energy use during their investigation of a related case in Arizona. You got your bunker busted for an $800 electricity bill? Please tell me this is not true. It was an incredible thing. It was the most incredible thing you'll ever see in your life, Captain Larry Waldy, commander of the Sheriff's Narcotics Bureau, said. We've never seen anything quite as sophisticated as this, Waldy said. Estimated that the site at Avenue E near 40th Street had been operating for nearly 2 years. It's a lot of weed in 2 years. Deputies said the site apparently represented a major growing and distribution point for marijuana in Southern California. Authorities said that they believe the farm was run by the same people that were involved in operating 2 similar underground sites near Boulder City, Arizona, that the DEA raided on October 3rd, resulting in 7 arrests. I did some research on these 2 similar sites. I couldn't find really any details on them that were raided in Arizona. But what I gathered from it was that there seemed to be 2 similar underground bunkers in the desert in Arizona, which tipped authorities off to the underground bunker north of LA. The bunker had been dug out from more than the bunker had been dug out under a more than foot-thick concrete ceiling. The thickness of the concrete was an apparent attempt to shield the operation from infrared sensing equipment, which could detect heat from lamps used to supply the plants with lights. The plants were growing wall to wall in pots under about 142 generator-powered lamps. It not only would probably shield heat detection equipment, I'm pretty sure that would probably shield a Tomahawk cruise missile too. Like these fools had more than a foot thick of concrete. Like, whoa, this thing was serious, right? This is not like your average bear right here. This thing, I'm telling you, this is serious. This is serious. A trapdoor inside the back building led to the vault, which was divided into 3 rooms. That's cool too. That's just like some movie shit, right? Like we got some spy trapdoor that leads to my vault full of weed. Waldy estimated that the underground operation cost more than $1 million to build and equip. Well, shit, that's cheaper than a dispensary. I'm just gonna say that. Damn. Deputies who went up following up to the lead Thursday afternoon found that surveillance camera monitoring the site, no money, weapons, any large quantities or large quantities of harvested marijuana were found. So it looks like it was cleared out. Deputies arrested 2 caretakers at the desert ranch without incident. Both were being held Friday at the Lancaster Sheriff's Station on $5 million bail each and face arraignment Monday for felony drug cultivation charges. $5 million bail. They give these dudes this is 2024. This grow was in California. Granted, it was underground and super out of the ordinary, but it's still a just grow of weed. And these guys the caretakers got $5 million bail. We don't give murderers $5 million bails. That is crazy to me. Anyway, they were identified as, we won't go into their names, whatever. It's 3 guys. Another man described, if you want to find the names, you can read the article. Another man described by the investigators as a top figure in both the Lancaster and Arizona operations surrendered Thursday at the Lancaster Sheriff's Station and faces federal charges in Arizona and conspiracy to distribute marijuana. And then it goes into some of the businesses and the names of the people that the DEA hasn't covered. And the DEA spokesman said that the underground location, they had about 10,000 plants and that there was about 5,000 others. And it says sheriff deputy said the house apparently built without proper permits. You didn't permit your underground bunker? Come on. Probably would be demolished, deputies said, or turned into an underground black ops site. Just throwing that out there. Deputies said that the 10-acre site, purchased by the younger Yeager in 1986 for about $55,000, according to real estate records, could be sold as a drug forfeiture property. Baby, we might still be having our Valentine's Day date. This is Luke Scarmazzo coming to you high at 9 News. Kicking it back to my fellow correspondents, man. What do you guys think about, 1, my cool Valentine's Day, and 2, the underground bunker that has 7,000 square feet of cannabis growing?
Well, hold on. This is the truest.
Sounds like Pineapple Express.
This is the truest definition, Luke, of an underground trap.
It is an underground operation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Man,
I wanted flowered, but this is over the top.
Well, and technically, Manndie, if he took you there, he'd bring you to a flower making factory. See what I'm saying?
I'm just like, it's 2024, right? Like, I remember people talking about burying storage containers and doing like your grows underground and stuff like that.
It keeps it a lot cooler.
Like the threat on that, right?
It keeps it a lot cooler. It keeps it a lot cooler too in the sun.
Right, I get it. But I feel like the investment to do the underground bunker, just do a greenhouse, and if you get caught, then I guess you just get a fine and not a $5 million bail and end up in the joint. Like what?
I just can't believe you said they get caught because of an $800 power bill. Am I correct on this?
Right, that's some bullshit. Yeah, that's
what the article said. I don't believe that.
Well, hold on. I do.
In my
know
opinion,
this.
in my experience, I would think the situation that happened in Arizona had some people that started singing C minor, and they were able to find Lancaster.
Yep, that's
they're still on that. They still on Twitter.
And they probably knew. That's why they cleared everything out. They had their people get popped in Arizona, and they were like, "Oh, somebody got out real quick or whatever." They figured it out, so they cleared out that other one.
Mm-hmm. And
the $5 million bail to me is they're using those 3 guys that they arrested as bait to try and lure whoever has all the money out of the shadows somewhere to try and come in and get his people out.
Luke, and you also said that they were searching a nearby property, like.
Yeah, it was vague, right? It said that they were tipped off about the $800 bill, and then but it also said that they were also tipped off by searching a nearby property. What they said was that, what the article didn't say was that they raided this house, and when they hit the house, they found that trap door, and when they found the trap door, they found the bunker.
In my mind, I'm picturing like an epic scene, like the end of Pineapple Express, where there's just like a massive showdown and standoff, and then it all just gets blown up at the end. But
if these guys,
see what happens.
If these guys were outdoor growers, they could have called that place Bunker Hill. Just saying. Just saying, guys. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Man, I will say this though too, just before we close out, I do know LADWP as a policy, and I'm sure that there's other power agencies around the company that have adopted similar policies. I can't state that for a fact, but I do know that LADWP is this way, is that if they think that you are a marijuana grow they'll keep you on like this list, right? And if you are ever late on a bill, then you go onto this list, and that list is what gets shared with law enforcement. So don't be late on your power bill, you guys. Just
pay your bills, man.
Yeah. Pay your power bill.
Pay all your bills.
Yeah.
Especially your people.
Pay your bills on time.